When you think of a perfect Martha's Vineyard event, you imagine a beautiful views, a great company, and of course, unforgettable food. But behind every flawless dinner on this island and magical wedding, there is a kitchen that works under intense pressure. I'm sitting with Taylor Buckley, who is the rock star of catering on Martha's Vineyard. And she is the daughter of father-daughter duo of Buckley's Catering. They have won the prestigious Best of the Vineyard award year after year after year. But what makes them truly special is it's a family business. So let me introduce you rock star Taylor Buckley. Okay, Taylor, tell me please, how did Buckley Catering start?
So my parents moved here in the early 2000s after helping my grandmother run their catering company in Palm Beach, Florida. So already years and years under their belt of being in the industry, but they decided they wanted to start their own business here. So early 2000s, they moved here, they started, and then in 2016, I moved to the island to take over.
So it's been like lots of years in the business.
Yes, and I also grew up in it as a young child in Palm Beach.
Oh, that's a good place to be.
Yeah.
Was this always a plan, or did it happen just organically?
For me, it happened pretty organically. I actually used to be a scientist and I worked in the pharmaceutical industry. And after about 10 years of that, I needed a change. And it also just so happened that my mom was getting tired of the industry and felt like she needed a change. So it worked out great that I could come over and take over for her.
Okay, how did you feel in the beginning?
I think it was just really nice to do something completely different than what I had been doing. It was refreshing, and once I really started to find my groove, I also realized how much I love doing this.
I know, I saw you working. I know how you love it.
Yeah.
Father and daughter running business together. How does it actually work?
So I guess you could say I run front of house. So I meet with the clients, I staff the events, I create the menus, and my dad likes to joke that I book them and he cooks them. So he has a really fantastic team in the kitchen and they execute the menus flawlessly. But I definitely do everything else.
What is the hardest part of running a catering company on the island?
I mean, just the way that the winter and the summer change with population, traffic, pricing. There's the aspect of just the busyness and having to plan for traffic and people being around, boats, always crazy. Everything here is also very compartmentalized. So we're not a banquet hall. We don't have rentals. We don't have a kitchen constantly running. So anytime someone needs an event, their alcohol is separate, their catering rentals are separate. And then we also do the food and staff, obviously, but there's a lot of moving parts that's atypical of catering off island.
What is the best part of working with your father?
I think when it comes to working with family, the best part is that there's always just pure honesty. You don't have to keep it professional. You don't have to worry about HR. We just say what we need to say to each other. And that sort of raw honesty really helps.
I love it. That's really very beautiful.
It's genuine.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. So Best of the Vineyard, multiple years. What do you think people taste? What is that special? And they choose you.
I think it comes down to the whole package because not only are you getting family-made food that's beautiful and delicious, our staff is also incredible. So when you have us at an event, you feel very well taken care of. The food is delicious, it's beautifully presented, and
this beautiful blonde running around and ruling the show. I mean, it's true.
Thanks.
The Vineyard summer season is famously intense. It goes from 0 to 100 very quickly.
Absolutely.
How do you deal with it?
I think you just grin and bear it. I definitely feel like in the summertime we are all living on adrenaline and we're dealing with traffic and chaos and just people everywhere. But it's just a part of it, and I think it makes it more fun in the end.
You love it?
I do.
Okay. What do you love the most about your summer work?
I think because winters here can be so isolating, the summers I get to look forward to being around my staff who, again, even though my dad and I are the family portion of it. Our extended family is also our staff. So the core of our group is mostly teachers, and they all consider this to be their fun summer social job. So it's just getting to be around the people that I care about.
And how about the winter? So you kind of like can get rest after this crazy intense summer.
I don't know. I actually find winters to be pretty isolating, and there's a really interesting sort of like adrenaline drop that happens when you're just going the whole time, and then summer it stops, and it can be a little isolating, a little bit lonely.
So you're excited for summers?
Yes.
What is the most memorable event you've ever catered in Martha's Vineyard?
I don't know if there's any one particular that stand out, but there are a few that we have the honor of being at every year, and they're very large events. I love the bigger the better. The museum fundraiser that we do every year, Evening Discovery, we do the Sheriff's Medal Gala every year. We've just started doing Sail MB, which is just a fantastic organization and another very large, fun, exciting event. So I think there's just things that we do regularly that I just really look forward to every year.
Do you remember like some kind of the most like intense event?
Last year we did a wedding where it was more or less during a nor'easter, so the winds were whipping, and there were some strange events at the wedding where we ended up calling an ambulance twice. There were also wedding crashers at that event, and all of this was managed and handled with grace and beauty, but I don't think I'll ever forget that wedding.
Well, I think this kind of like the most like stressful events are always the most memorable.
Yeah.
What do you love the most about working and living here?
What I love most about living here are the people that we get to work with. Again, I'm so proud of my family and what we've done together, and also all the people that work with us that make it possible. It is not just my dad and I. We have a huge group of people that have worked for us for years and years. Our retention rate is amazing, and every year we get to add new people to the group, and it's just like a big growing family, and I love that.
What is the most rewarding part of doing this together as father and daughter?
I think it makes the whole process and the experience very personal for me, because this is not just someone's food. This is my dad's food, and it makes it very personal. I'm very proud of what we do. It just means so much more knowing that what we're doing as a family.
What is your favorite dish of this season?
We have come out with some new past hors d'oeuvres, which are always huge hits at our events. People say they've never had such good appetizers at any event they go to. We definitely have some new ones that people are really enjoying. We do an artichoke fritter with the roasted garlic and lemon aioli. We recently started making this Taiwanese popcorn chicken.
Aww.
Yeah, it's very good.
So for somebody who wants to buy a home here and thinking about entertaining and hosting people, what is the most important thing to know about hosting on Martha's Vineyard?
I think utilizing the space you have in order to create the best flow for your event is always very helpful. I tend to do a lot of site visits for private homes just to help the client understand where bar placement should go, where we should run the food, and if they need extra help from a rental company to source for lighting or rentals or things like that. Site visits are always really important.
What makes a Vineyard dinner party different from anywhere else?
I think this island in particular has a very unique vibe. It's a little bit beachy, it's a little bit casual, and no matter how elevated your food is, I think the vibe is always casual, and there's no need to perform.
Yes, that's absolutely true. It's more casual. Like even if it's fancy, it's still casual.
Yeah.
The fanciest thing here is still casual. Best lobster roll on the island.
I don't eat lobster.
Your favorite sunset spot?
I'm afraid I'm usually too busy to see sunsets this time of year.
Okay. How about off-season?
I'd say Lobsterville or State Beach is really nice.
Like I actually like to see sunset when you're like on State Road, because sun goes like sunsets there, but you see this like kind of sun kind of reflections in the ponds.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
Yeah.
Best ice cream on the island?
If I were to go out for something sweet, I would get the honey pie at the Covington.
Okay. Do your kids eat ice cream?
Oh, yes.
What is their favorite ice cream?
Dairy Queen.
Your favorite dish on the island right now, and what restaurant?
I feel like as someone in the food industry, that answer's really tough to find just because I like so many different things. I have always loved the salmon belly crudo at 19 Raw. The Arias at the Atlantic is my go-to every single time. And then generally anything the Covington makes is delicious.
So we end up with like, it's not just about food, it's what this family puts into the community. And that was conversation with Taylor, rock star, as I said, of catering. You guys should just see her working. It's like this petite blonde girl just like running a show in like a perfect way. And thank you, Taylor.